Hey everybody, hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Tammy Talks here. Let's go ahead and get into Married at First Sight Season 14, Episode 11, Worst Dinner Party Ever. So let's talk Mark and Lindsey. If you are brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video if you enjoyed tonight's particular piece of content, and hop into the comment section, y'all. There's not too much to talk about with Mark and Lindsey, but let's go for it anyway, y'all. So it is the 1 month anniversary episode. So we see Mark, Lord have mercy, Mark's life is just falling apart. Mark basically got fired from his job. They told him that he needs to come back when filming is over. That means that you are taking too much time away from work to go do all this filming. He's probably rearranging shifts and doing too much. So he got let go. Mark's life has honestly been a mess since the show. I would feel like the marriage has cursed my life, to be real. Like, you done got, from the time that he found out that he was going to be married, he got bed bugs. He's been kicked out of his apartment. His mother didn't even come to the wedding. It's so much stuff that's going on. So now he's fired. He's worried about how he's going to tell Lindsey. He gets home. And Lindsey wants him to take the time to find a job that fulfills him and something that he really, really wants to do. So she's kind of telling him, don't just rush and get another job for the sake of having another job. Use this time to your advantage. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't know how to just kind of sit back and chill and be still because he's used to working and being on the go. So she tells him, take this time now because, later on when we have kids and stuff like that, you're not going to have that time to yourself. He tells her kids are super far out of his mind at this point. So she somehow turns that into him not caring about the marriage or her. And I'm like, Lindsey. I am so sick of Lindsey turning everything into something about her. Right? So Mark just lost his job. He does not have a house. He has to go get a job so that he can get another place. Lindsey, because let's be real, y'all not gonna stay married. So what is he supposed to do? Like, he can't go get a place if he doesn't have a job. Yes, he has to go get, employment. So she feels that his plans are always just focused on him. And she's like, well, so you don't care about me and all this other stuff, and I want to feel appreciated and valued. Lindsey, what do you want? I guess I don't understand what she wants from him. Do you want him to wake up every day and rap Tupac, Dear Mama, you are appreciated? Like, I don't understand it. I do not understand what she is griping about constantly. But Mark Lindsey is a walking red flag because anybody that takes anything that's going on with you and doesn't give you the time to sit with it yourself is a problem. Mark could probably go break his toe and she would somehow turn that into, so I guess now we can't go on dates and I can't be appreciated. I want to feel appreciated. You know what I mean? Like, it's so annoying. So Mark meets up with Chris. Good to see Chris. Mark meets up with Chris to go and find a gift for Lindsey for their 1 month anniversary. And they kind of talk about what happened at the bowling alley and how Mark apologized the next day for kind of not having her back, yada, yada, yada. He tells Chris that neither one of them are in love with the other. So a big part of that comes from the fact that Lindsey keeps telling him that she's done. Whenever there's a situation or argument, she always yells out, I'm done, which, like, is a bad habit of hers. And he kind of, he points out that if he was the one that was saying that, she would be having a shit fit, which is true. So he does want to find something to make her feel appreciated. But not so much that he accidentally slips up and says that he loves her, because he's not there yet. He's not there yet because they keep having these instances where he kind of gets close to being there, but then she does something that just kind of takes him over the edge, and it kind of stalls all the progress that they could have made. So Chris has him pick out like a terrarium, and he's going to put all these different stones and crystals and stuff in there that all have different meaning because it seems very heartfelt. Go Chris, thank God, because who knows what Mark would have brought up in there. So they go, he's taking her to this like random campsite. So he tells her that the trip they're going on is a surprise. Meanwhile, Lindsey is still touching the navigation, trying to pull up the map, and he keeps telling her no, and she thinks stuff like that is funny, and she thinks stuff like that is funny and whatever. And I'm like, it's not funny, girl. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. So they get to some like little random campsite that she absolutely loves. It's very outdoorsy. It's, she feels like it's perfect for her, and it shows that Mark listens to what she likes to do, because Mark does not like to camp. Okay, he's not. I don't know if she said he's not an outdoorsy person, but he's not a camp type person, right? So there's like this big old fashioned like pizza oven, that outdoor big one, those big huge ones, and they're making pizza, and you have to really know how to lift that pizza onto that big paddle. They clearly didn't flour enough underneath the dough. Lindsey's rough ass is jamming it, and I'm like, girl, you smashing the pizza. Y'all about to have some calzones up in here. Because she was like, she almost flipped it completely over. So he gives her the terrarium. She actually is like, she loves it. She wants to hang it in the bathroom. And some of the stones inside are about warding off negativity, standing in your self-esteem, embracing your laughter. So like good things, all things that she needs to kind of, feel good about herself. I hope she caught the shade and the warding off the negativity, because girl, you are the negativity in the relationship. So they're sitting in like this big tent type situation. Looks like a big teepee. And they're looking at their wedding pictures, and then they watch their wedding video. And Mark says that Lindsey is a good person and his best friend. She's not your best friend, Mark. I'm not going to say she's not a good person, because I think deep down Lindsey is a good person. But let's not do this. So he feels bad for all the fights that they have had. And I am so tired of Mark constantly apologizing to her and her never apologizing back. So while Mark is apologizing for everything they've done, all Lindsey has to say back is, yeah, the video gave Mark some perspective. That's literally all she feels. So Mark says that he wants to be more open-minded with her. And I'm like, Mark, you need to start kind of demanding apologies back from her. I'm sorry, but a lot of the arguments and stuff that y'all have had too have come off the back of Lindsey. A lot of them have. Some of that stuff is because of Mark, but there are a lot of those, a majority of those arguments have come off of her attitude, her negativity, and her demanding. Again, Lindsey just wants to feel appreciated and valued. Girl, I'm so tired of it. So then at the group dinner, Lindsey is going, like, they're talking about what's going on with everyone, as far as like their marriage and stuff. Noi and Steve admit that, Noi admits that she likes, loves, and is in love with Steve, and she tells the group that they consummated after Lindsey basically probes her and like pulls it out of her. Lindsey says that, Mark said they're trying to fine tune how life is going to go after decision day to see what's going to work for them and what's not going to work. So Mark is being very positive about what's going on, right? Lindsey, on the other hand, says that she's been all in from day one. You have not been all in from day one, because there have been at least 2 or 3 times where you have said you are done. You're not going to do this anymore. This is not going to work. But I guess aside from those 3 days, you've been all in from day one. So she said, however, Mark is giving her whiplash because one minute he's all in, the next minute he's out, next day she's all in. She says she needs to see consistent commitment before decision day. She feels like Mark can't communicate with her in a way that is really, I don't want to say successful for her, but a way that like works with the way that she wants. See, Lindsey wants a very abrasive person to communicate with her in a brash way that she communicates. That's not how Mark gets down. And until Lindsey starts to really understand that and really lets that soak in, they're always going to be at an impasse. Mark is not the loud, abrasive, brash, in your face person that you are. Mark is a little more reserved. Now, Mark is not without fault because he is clearly kind of going back and forth with her. But I think a lot of it is he is just scared to talk to her. And instead of Lindsey acknowledging and doing what everyone has told her to do, which is to scale it back just a taste, girl, a skosh, she keeps going full steam ahead. But I am so sick of seeing Mark constantly apologize to her and her never apologizing back when she is just not, when she is just as much, if not more, in the wrong because of anything that happened. But let me know how you guys felt about tonight's episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one.